I taught college and high school, both, always the subject of physics. And I taught college for about 20 years. But I got very interested in teaching introductory physics, especially lab, and developing lab experiences that would be more effective, if possible. So I actually went from a college career to a high school career so that I could concentrate more on introductory classes and introductory lab. That was how my career path went. The class has to do with building rudimentary computer circuitry. Now, the ultimate rudiment of that is the transistor. But beyond that, we build something called computer gates or logic gates out of transistors. And then we implement integrated circuit chips, which have those gates already built in. That simplifies the construction. At the same time, we build more complicated circuits with those. So, something that might take, a week with 1,000 transistors, we could build in a day, because some of those transistors are already inside the integrated circuit chips. Well, I'm having fun. I hope they are. The relationship is based on achievement, and enjoyment of the circuits we're building. And there's two types of enjoyment, though. One is just simply seeing your circuit work, but the other enjoyment is if your circuit does not work, trying to figure out why it doesn't work, and that involves brain power. Success does too, but actually failure often involves more brain power because you increase your skills to troubleshoot. So you have a skill increase, and a skill increase is often very rewarding, and I hope it's fun too. I hope it's not too frustrating. There's not a lot of imbalance here except just learning things. So the success for troubleshooting is it's all to the gain. All the years have been impressive in their progress. Right now, this third summer, I've streamlined the material just a little bit, and you're a little bit ahead of last year. But that's only, I think that's due to your own efforts, and it's also a little bit due to streamlining. You really have to have a long attention span and have a great deal of motivation to succeed in this class, because you have to go through some difficult circuit making. The circuits often and really almost always don't work properly the first time. It involves that ability to sit down and, you can take breaks, of course, but, to really try to strive for the success on the circuits. And as you've seen, the boards, as you looked over your own board, the boards can get rather complicated. So I think, you want somebody very interested in the subject and somebody who, has a lot of drive to make something work. If you have that sense of really trying to accomplish something that's hard, you'll be very happy in this class. You probably have your list of so-called dream schools that you're applying to. I wouldn't get too hung up on that. I would apply to probably about 3 schools. Often students talk about a safety school, and that safety school might be an excellent school. So I would, that's not really, I think where you go to undergrad is overrated. I think that you go to any program that where you've maybe visited the school. I do recommend that. And you talk to some professors and students, and you've gotten a feel for what the opportunities are there and the attitude towards students. If that feels positive to you, that's a huge vote for the school. And I wouldn't get too worried about what school is rated like 2 notches above another. I think it's pretty much a noise level. If you're in a top 100 set of schools or top 150, you're okay. And if you want a smaller school, I would definitely shop that. That's a valid need. Shop for that. There are a lot of excellent programs in smaller schools. That might take a little research. So some of the smaller schools, for instance, don't offer any engineering programs, so you want to just be aware of what's being offered. So bottom line on this is don't be so worried about what exact school. Get a school that offers the sort of things that you like and that you have a good vibe from. Visit it, and if it feels good to you, then it's still going to feel good to you. Going there is a good idea. A place where you feel like you're motivated, you feel you enjoy being on the campus. Those factors count.